Evan here from MyoLab. Today we're talking about using a peanut. Why are we talking about this peanut? Well, just like the lacrosse ball, a peanut is a phenomenal tool, very low cost. And effectively what it helps us do is break down myofascial tension, adhesions, generally speaking, stiffness. Great mobility tool that you can sneak into your exercise bag, take on your luggage as you go on a trip. Very easy to take with you anywhere you go. So we want to show you some common uses for the peanut today. Now, as you can see with the peanut, there is a little bit of a section in the middle where it goes down. It's almost as if you had two lacrosse balls taped together. So in fact, if you don't have a peanut and you have two lacrosse balls, grab some hockey tape, some athletic tape, wrap it around the two, and then wrap in the middle. This part is important, especially when we are working along the spine, specifically the paraspinal muscles. That means the spinous process of your spine can go into here without it being jammed on. As you know, very uncomfortable if you roll right on your spine. So let's show you as we go along the entirety of your spine. First off, we're gonna start up top. This is a great area if we're talking about headaches and neck tension. So the suboccipital is at the very top part of your neck. In this position, we're gonna lightly go into a double chin, a little chin retraction, which pushes the suboccipital muscles directly into the ball. From here, we can literally work our way the entire way down the train tracks that are your paraspinal muscles. So I'm gonna move to the lowest part of my neck, right on the top of my upper back. Same premise, double chinning myself. The thoracolumbar junction, right? We're rolled forward for most of our day. This can be very intense initially, and let me note, if you find this too intense, a nice way to mitigate that tension is going to be put this on top of a pillow or blanket, or put a pillow or blanket on top of it. Dampens the blow a little bit, making it a little bit more easy until we can progress. So we're going to use one arm to put it back there. If you're lacking that shoulder mobility, go ahead, put it on the ground and find that space by moving your body around. Now, ultimately, we're going to shoot to get ourselves down into a neutral position. For most of us initially, that's going to be too much. You can support your head with a pillow, a cushion, or even hold yourself into this position. Just like any time with rolling, we want to make sure that your body is not under full tension. Otherwise, you're not going to get that release that we're really looking for. Next, let's go into our lower back. Right on the lowest part of our spine, above our hips. We're going to lean back. This is where it's super common for us to naturally lift up our abdomen and arch our lower back. That's not going to get us the goals that we want here. So we're going to push our lower back into the ground. That puts more pressure on the peanut and on the lower back paraspinal muscles. Again, the nice thing with using a peanut is you can just go to your level of comfort or discomfort as desired while still remaining fairly comfortable and able to relax your muscles into it. As we've talked about in previous videos, we really want to make sure whenever you're shooting to relax a muscle, which is 99% of the reason that most of us are doing this, we want that pain to reduce by half. So give yourself a 10-point scale. When you start up, you had about an 8 out of 10, you need to stay on that muscle until it goes down to at least a 4. Most studies have shown that's about 3 to 5 minutes. So if you don't have 5 minutes, don't waste your time. All you're doing is aggravating it. Now, if this is right before an event and you want to desensitize an area because you just need to get through that one event and then you're going to go take care of yourself, that's an appropriate time to be at 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 pain and just do that for 30 seconds to help desensitize. Now, one other great area to put this on is the backside of the shoulder. For this, a split backside and lateral deltoid, rolling as much as you can onto it. Again, more pressure on it, more intense. Less intense. Once you find that spot where it's pretty uncomfortable, you know, at least a 4 out of 10 for pain, stay on that and work on some external and internal ranges. Doing this again until the discomfort goes down by half. All right, so now we're going to get into some progression, specifically right now for our thoracic spine. You find that point of tension, we're going to get ourselves back into neutral, and we're going to start to involve our arms. The goal of getting our thumb down to the ground and then bringing it back up to a neutral position. Start with one arm at a time, making sure that we aren't arching our lower back through this, and eventually we'll be able to get through 2 arms while you keep your lower back tucked. Again, you can do this through any level of the spinal muscles, going up or down. Another progression now for the back of the neck, or the suboccipitals. Find that starting position, a little bit of the chin tuck. Now you can start to go side to side, or even just in the side that feels more uncomfortable. Spend some time going back and forth, essentially lightly massaging through those areas. How about the lower back progression? Well, get that ball right back into that same position. I'm going to specifically work through my QLs. This first one is going to be for my right side QL. I'm going to do a slight curl up, and then I'm going to rotate to my left side. Come back down. What that does is it creates more tension on my lower back paraspinals, and then I am stretching over top of where the ball is pinning. Again, that right side lower back muscle, or the QL muscle. Another way we can lightly massage the lower back paraspinal muscles from side to side, put your hands down to the ground, ever so slightly, little crunch, keeping your spine straight. Just go side to side, trying to touch that same side heel. Again, working out slowly and lightly, massaging the lower back muscles that can get tight when our hips really tighten up on us, causing us to use more lower back muscles. Otherwise, you can always use this in the exact same spots you're using a regular lacrosse ball, of course. The biggest purpose of this guy, though, is using that spot right around your spine so you can get into those deep paraspinal muscles that just ultimately help us out with our posture and allow us to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into mobility. Any questions still? Leave us a comment below, message us on Instagram, or send us an email to info@myolab.ca.